I am your host today. My name is Y311H, and you are a fearfully, wonderfully, and perfectly made child of God. Welcome on today's show. Good vibes, soul. Before we begin, let me share with you some words of wisdom. A short story, or rather, hear what it says. Here is my servant, whom I have chosen, the one I love, in whom I delight. I will put my spirit on him, and he will proclaim justice to the nations. He will not quarrel or cry out. No one will hear his voice in the streets. A bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not stuff out, till he leads justice to victory. In his name the nations will put their hope. My friend, that is from Matthew 12:15 going down. Interesting story there about the child that God has chosen, which is you, my friend, to help in making the world a better place. But here, Good Vibe Soul, we do that together with you by spreading love, peace, honesty, forgiveness, and unity to the whole world, my friend, by reacting to interesting videos. Good vibes videos, just like we shall be seeing. I'd like you to leave your thoughts down below and where you are watching from. Tell us, Good Vibes Soul. You might as well come across someone from your locality. Before we dive in, let's give thanks to our Maker and start the show. Dear Lord Father, thank you for your child. Thank you, dear Lord Father, for driving them here and leading them to this channel. All glory and honor belong unto you, Father. Thank you for the videos that we have today, Father, and thank you for the blessings in store for your child here. Father, Lord, as we react to the videos together with them, may they see your goodness, Father. May your love reach them from wherever they are, Father. May peace and joy, Father, be their portion. Forgive them all their sins, dear Lord, and lead them in your paths. And as you do great things for this viewer, Father, also include us. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Let's dive in, Good Vibe Source.
Y'all aren't in church, and that makes them nervous. Because, see, you're harder to watch if you're not in there. You're harder to track and control when you're not in there. They can't channel your energy if you're not in there. They want you in there. And now that you're not there, wondering, what are you doing with all this time that you're not using to get reprogrammed? We're trying to teach you how to be peaceable and how to wait for your heaven and your paradise. So if y'all ain't here, where are y'all? And what are you thinking? Got them nervous.
Are we that desperate that we need to plant trees in a forest filled with trees?
Nothing is real, and here's proof.
I'm going to prove to you that nothing is real.
Here's the forest. Look at all these trees. These trees aren't real. Look.
The human mind trusts patterns. We see trees, we assume they've always been there. But what if that assumption is exactly what they want? In this eerie footage, a seemingly normal forest reveals something disturbing. Trees arranged in perfectly straight lines planted with mechanical precision. Hidden metal structures, irrigation systems. This isn't nature at work. This is design. A controlled environment meant to appear untouched. But why? Some argue it's part of reforestation efforts, an attempt to restore what was once lost. But others question the deeper implications. If something as fundamental as a forest can be fabricated, then what else around us isn't as real as we believe? And more importantly, if this is all an illusion, then who is the one pulling the strings?
My God. Ooh, what is this? I can't believe this. There is a statue of a snake here, Good Vibe Source, and the statue seems to be moving. Is this a statue or is it real stuff? I don't think this is real. No one could be this near recording this stuff if this was real. Good Vibe Source, you see? You see reptiles, especially snake, from this side of the words, my friend, they give a different type of fear. This one, just seeing it there, I disturbs my mind. Look at the size of this thing. Now, if you came across this one in the jungle, where does it live? What does it feed on? Oh my God. How old is it? How old do these things get? Yeah, this one, if I'm told it exists since time began, I could believe. I never thought snakes could get this big. But what is that thing? Look at this now. On more bizarre news, good web source. Other wonderful things here. Oh, yeah, yeah. Allegedly, this is the path across the ice wall. Is this true? Or in Atlantica? No, this is alleged stuff for entertainment purposes. Good web source. You see? But take a look at this and leave your thoughts below. This good web source decided to go through this path. Look at it inside. Ah, my God. I can't believe that they are passing inside big piece of ice. Ah, oh my God. It's completely dark. They're in the ice now, inside. Some of this stuff are crazy. Look at this. And look, guys, like they are coming across. Oh, man, you mean there is no watchman in that path? Like people to stop people from going through that path? Huh. Does it look real, my friends? Please leave your comments. Oh, couldn't there be guards guarding people to go across the ice wall as we've heard from different episodes? Now look how it looks like on the other side. Do you think this is real good waves, friend? Oh, look at that house there. Looks like a house from a movie. Oh, and good vibes guy here decided to have fun in a different type of way. Huh? He's on a deckman. Yeah, the type of plane that can go on the water. Yeah. This one is a professional pilot. This airplane is not supposed to go on water. It's the pilot that is a good vibes guy. Wow, now there's more fascinating stuff in this video. There's the part of the pilot, and then there's the part of this other good vibes guy. How is he able to do that? Man, the fish had a show on that
So
day.
first is mermaids. Now you have a woman saying that her husband and her son seen a gnome running in their backyard. And she called it a gnome because she didn't know what else to call it. But those are duendes. You do know about duendes, right? It's about to be a long video. Let me tell you what happened. So short story short, this lady and her family moved to Utah from Vegas. So recently, while they've been outside cooking out, her husband and her son has been seeing this gnome or that duende running around in their backyard. So she does some research, and what does she find out? She finds out that people in Utah have seen them before, and they're not called gnomes. Matter of fact, look at this shit.
My husband and my son, he's 12, he's almost 13.
Listen to this shit.
They have noticed that there has been
Y'all better stop
a
playing.
weird little gnome. I'm gonna sound freaking crazy for saying this. There's a weird little gnome in our backyard that just apparently runs back and forth.
So apparently this woman is the only one of the three that can't see it. And that's because of spiritual reasons. But if you know anything about duendes, you know duendes are very powerful and very possessive. Now for the story inside the story. When duendes gain a liking to you, start communicating with you, they become possessive if you ever try and leave from their presence. And I say that to say this. In the same video, she said that they put out a basketball and they put out a row of pennies to see if the duendes takes them or plays with the basketball. And I always say, stop playing with things that you do not know. Because guess what happened? Look at this shit.
So we came back from dinner.
Look at this shit.
Nobody's been here. Ball's gone.
Look at they stacked up. Yo, stop playing. I'm out. Them leaving that basketball and those pennies outside might have opened up a door that they don't want to open up. Duendes are very possessive. Do your research.
We look just like you. You wouldn't know us if you passed us on the street. Our faces, our hands, our voices, indistinguishable from your own. We breathe your air, we feel your sun, we walk in your cities. We are truly not how your movies imagined us. No strange skin, no towering frames, no glowing eyes. The difference isn't in appearance, it's in awareness. See, we remember where we came from. We remember what you have forgotten. And we are here to help you remember too.
What's happening here? Look at the sun here. Is this the sun or what's up? Is the eye? Is that the moon or the what's going on? Is the moon? I think this is at night. What just happened? Oh, look at this kangaroo. My God. These people.
Boy, do I have some cool footage of the moon to show you. About 9 months ago, I moved to the Gulf Coast of Florida, and I've been trying over and over and over again to capture the moon setting over the Gulf of America. And boy, did I finally get a good one. And first, I just want to show you how suspiciously close these clouds look to the moon. Does that really look like there's a 240,000 mile difference there? Now, as I let you watch some of this amazing footage I captured this morning, I just want to talk to you about a few things. The first is perspective and how the human eye works. You see, the further something gets away from you, the lower it's going to appear in your field of vision. I want you to think a line of streetlights. If I am right under a streetlight, I have to look up to see it. But the further and further it gets away, the lower and lower it's going to get in my field of vision. And in my humble opinion, that's all that's going on with the moon, is it's getting further and further and further away, so it's getting lower and lower and lower. And at the end of this, you're going to see it doesn't just keep getting lower, but it's going further away, and it eventually vanishes because light doesn't travel endlessly, especially when there is humidity and atmosphere that it is trying to get through. Think of being underwater in a pool. If you shined a light at the bottom of a pool and you tried to look across, you can't always see that light because water becomes opaque, just like atmosphere with distance becomes opaque. It becomes thick. It's hard to see through. And especially the light from the moon that isn't as bright as the moon or as the sun, well, it's not going to travel endlessly to your eye. Eventually it's going to get further and further away where you're not going to see it. This is a really cool part of the shot here. So cool. I've been trying to get this footage for months, but either the humidity was too thick, or there were clouds, or it wasn't nighttime when the moon was setting, because the moon is much like the sun. It's circling us on a very similar path. It moves a little slower than the sun though. So it's not every 24 hours, it's about every 25 hours it circles us. And eventually the sun will catch up to the moon, which is when you will have your eclipse. Now I want you to pay close attention here. Watch how it doesn't continue to go low. It's going to fade out because the moon creates its light and it's taking its light with it. Now watch this here. Eventually, you'll see this light is just being pulled back as the moon gets further and further away until it sets completely by getting further away. Here's just another example of what I'm talking about. I captured a sunset, and also this is just me backing up in a pool with a magnifying glass acting as a lens. I'm not going down, I'm just going back. Now I encourage you, next time you see a sunrise or a sunset or crepuscular rays, that really only makes sense if these rays are coming from a local sun, because if it was really 93 million miles away, they would all be coming in at the same angle. Question it. Ask yourself, is what I believe accurate to what I'm actually seeing, or is it just one explanation? Could there be another explanation that might make more sense? Like the sun is just traveling further and further away, and when you can zoom in on it, you see it's actually quite high in the sky, but because of perspective and you're further away, it looks half blocked. But of course, this is all for entertainment purposes, you silly billies. I know that the moon is definitely 240,000 miles away from those clouds, and it definitely sets because I'm currently spinning backwards at 1,000 miles per hour. And we definitely live on that ball, spinning 1,000 miles per hour for sure. Entertainment only.
So I have no idea what's going on right now, but check this out. This is not. Okay. So check this out. What is
travelers? We will soon push on for the Zaba Java Jungle on the back of the giant butterfly. Watch your step. Prepare to see flora and fauna like nothing you've seen before.
Yeah, why do I keep running into stuff like this? What is this? I got things to do. I can't be going in here in these imaginary portals. You let me know in the comments if I should come back here and open that door, because I'll be back here in 4 days.
My God. Okay, here goes the plane that is usually drawing in the sky. Then there's something in front of it. Hey, it's a missile. This is not a plane. Oh my God. What happened there? Was it intercepted by something, or what had just happened? Oh my God, they have shot down a UFO. Man, this is unbelievable. Those things that have been floating in the skies, one of them has been shot down. Yeah. What about if it falls down and falls on people's property? Oh, what if there were creatures inside that thing? My God. Do you think this was the best idea Good Vibes?
Do you ever wonder why the government doesn't want us talking to wild dolphins? Check this out, y'all.
But what do the dolphins know? I'd like to remind you that the government told us that the aliens are living in the ocean, and they also told us it's illegal to try and interact with a wild dolphin.
Yep.
And I mean interact in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Don't try and talk to it. Don't try and elicit a response from it. Don't feed it. Don't.
Weird, right?
Don't nothing. Don't even look at that bitch. Now, they say this is to protect dolphins and humans alike, and I'll buy that because they're wild animals, okay? But why can't I even try to speak to it? Why can't I even just try to elicit out of it? I don't know how dolphins sound. The fuck, they don't understand me and I don't understand them, right? Right? It is a
Good
felony
question.
to even attempt this behavior. There's even a snitch line for it. Dolphins are too smart. They are self-aware. They have shown signs of empathy because they'll help out other creatures, including human beings. They can communicate amongst themselves in a language that we don't understand at all. It's the clicks and the, you know what I'm saying, those high-pitched noises. Some of them our ears can't even pick up on. They are the second smartest creature on Earth behind us. Do they have a conscience? They live in an environment that we haven't explored 80% of. We don't know 80% of what's down there in that ocean, but you know who does? Dolphins.
She poses a great point. The dolphins might actually know something that we don't. As always, thank you for watching. Stay weird, and until next time.
Look at this. What's going on here? Oh. Where did that guy come from? And now there's this thing in the sky. What is that? Is that a ship in the sky, or what's going on? This is unbelievable. And what's fire is this? Allegedly, you can see fire on the bush through the mirror, but if in real life you cannot see it, what? This is crazy stuff. Oh my God! Someone check up on that guy. Maybe you could be going on through something. You see? How is he able to walk like this? Is this normal? How is this guy walking on? No way. I don't think there's water there. This guy is walking. This one looks like he's walking in a pool of water with his bag. Oh my God.
I thought it was a bit strange that as soon as I began filming, they moved out of the shot. But I tried to ignore them and stayed focused on filming the cave I'd worked so hard to reach. Yet every time I lowered the camera, they would tell me to follow them as they wanted to show me something. At this point, I did feel quite uncomfortable, but I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I think these guys want to show me something.
All right. We going this way? But when I finally saw what they wanted to show me, everything changed. Wow. It was an abandoned house, and they wanted me to go in first. Okay, I'll follow you. After you. And at this point, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed one of the men was moving behind me. And at that moment, my gut instinct kicked in loud and clear. Get out now. I'm just gonna get one more shot, okay? One more shot. Oh, sorry. I'm just shooting, filming, and doing more. And then I'll come, okay? I stayed calm, acted like I wasn't suspicious, and slowly walked back towards the entrance. But it seemed like they didn't want me to leave. I'll come soon. I just want to shoot this. But you go, I'll stay. And then I come later. I'm just filming everything. Okay? Okay. So I pretended to take the shot, and when I saw they were distracted, I made my move. At first, I walked at a normal pace, as off camera I had told them I'd forgotten something on the trail. But then, I heard footsteps coming after me, and that's when I ran. Oh, I'm gonna have a sit. Alright guys, so I have made it to safety. I wanted to wait until I was off the isolated road because there's only one way up and one way down to that cave. The adrenaline is rushed out of me. I ran down that mountain. That's why I'm very, very sweaty. That's probably a bit confusing as to what happened. I didn't want to film too much. I didn't want to film them too much because you don't know how they react. Firstly, I want to say sorry. Sorry I left the cave so early. I would have loved to explored it. It's an incredible site with incredible history. And yeah, I worked really hard to kind of get there. So it's a real shame that we couldn't explore it. And now what I would say, you know, is they could be extremely friendly and they just genuinely wanted to show me something in that abandoned house, and I just so happened to walk by and they're like, we're going up there anyway, oh, you know, we'll show him something. And I've had those experiences here in Sri Lanka where locals want to show me something and they're super friendly and lovely. This to me just didn't feel like that, and so I was better safe than sorry, and so I got out of there. This is a decision that I made. These guys could have been nice and genuinely wanting to show me something. That is just not what I felt in the moment, and I've just got to trust that gut instinct, especially when I'm out there remote on my own. I've just got to trust my gut, and so that's what I did. I don't mean to discourage anyone or paint anyone in a bad light. I'm just saying how I felt in the situation and how I dealt with it. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I'm sorry for maybe a more negative video, but yeah, lesson I would say here is just trust your gut. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next adventure, which hopefully will be a lot more positive.
What? That was scary. And now on caves with that information. Look at that thing. Oh my god, guys. What is a snapping tattoo? This is crazy. Oh, allegedly.
Okay, so I'm in the cockpit of a plane. This is getting brighter outside the plane.
And then it turns.
When is it turning?
And then it stops, and then it...
Wait.
And it stops position, and then it goes away.
What is that?
And then there's two more.
Where?
Right below it.
Yeah, right there. Where? Point to where there's another one. Right. Oh. And now there's two more. So what is this?
I don't know, man.
Look at it. Bright, throbbing, and then wait, and then it went away.
This condo is just gonna fall down. Oh my God!
Guys, what I'm about to show you is gonna blow your freaking mind.
I'm in 2123. As you can tell behind me, let me show you something. This is gonna blow your freaking mind. Let me show you this. Guys, this is a city called Cassandra, California. Cassandra, California. Look at this place. Believe it or not, the flashing you see is a new type of advertising they have. Everything's down there, guys. Walmart, McDonald's, train systems. This building actually is 85 stories high and holds up to 350,000 residents, guys. It's unbelievable. Look at this place. I mean, how do you deny this proof, guys? I'm here in 2123. 2123 in the future in Cassandra, California, a city that hasn't even been built yet.